Hey guys, welcome to the show. In this episode, we're once again taking a look at a movie that most people don't like, but I do. I know. Why can't I just hate these movies like everybody else? It's like I'm cursed or something.
What is it with you and curses?
Anyway, let's get straight to it. It came out in 1985, it was directed by Wolfgang Petersen, the same guy that directed The Neverending Story. No one liked it then and no one likes it now. Except for me. This is Enemy Mine. Okay, so what the hell is Enemy Mine and what's it all about? Simply put, it's a sci-fi movie where we're in the future, there's a war going on in space, like a space war or a star war between humans and these aliens called the Dracs. The story's set around two fighter pilots from opposing sides that end up crash landing on a barren alien world, and after continuing to fight with each other at first, they soon realise that they're stranded there and decide that putting their differences aside and working together is their best chance of surviving this survival situation. So that's the basic story, but I feel that saying right here and now for anyone that's actually going to go and watch this movie, don't worry about major spoilers in this review because I don't want to talk about anything after halfway through the movie, but we'll touch on that later.
Oh, that's very nice of you, thank you.
So I mentioned earlier that everybody seems to hate this movie, so why am I here trying to defend it? Because while it's not perfect, it's a good wee movie despite its flaws with some interesting shit going on that doesn't really deserve to be dismissed or forgotten about, for the following reasons.
Where'd you get that crap?
First up, come on, the design of the Drac alien looked good then and still does. That's some pretty authentic looking makeup going on there, I think. Still holds up. There's those awesome 80s special effects and really cool sets. Then there's the great performances from our lead actors Dennis Quaid.
At least there's some cover up there. Cover?
And Lou Gossett Jr. I mean, just look at that makeup. No CGI going on there. I think Lou Gossett Jr. steals the show in this movie. He really does well showing both sides of the character, from the Drac's fearsome side, which is something I wouldn't want to mess with, to his more caring and wise side as well. Good job, Lou. And of course, there's Dennis Quaid.
I am trying to think of ways to improve our situation.
Who was also married at one point to Meg Ryan. Why is that relevant? It's not. I just felt the need to mention it.
All right, that's enough.
Sorry.
There's great chemistry between the actors, and it's probably just as well because it's pretty much just the two of them for the first half of the movie, and we also get a few moments that make you think, what would I do in that situation?
I think we're starting to go crazy.
And of course, with it being an 80s sci-fi movie, there's a good chance the music's going to be awesome, right?
Wrong. Right. What?
Thanks, Swamp Thing. Yep, the music here is awesome. Sets the tone quite nicely. Now, having good actors give tremendous performances coupled with awesome sets and music's one thing, but if your story ain't good, what have you got, right?
Wrong.
It's the story here that's, for me, the best thing on offer. The story of two people from different worlds at war coming together and how we see them interact and learn each other's ways.
So teach me the Drac language.
It's actually quite a nice thing that's going on here overall, like once they've learned each other's languages and begin to talk.
I've heard all this before.
They discuss their home planet's ways of life and beliefs, and there's a good relationship that's built through these conversations.
Of course you have. Truth is truth.
I normally use the word cozy to describe the vibe that a movie can give off, and Enemy Mine is no different. In fact, it actually does quite a good job at making you feel as if you're right there with Davidge and Jerry as they face the various elements. Did I mention that their names are Davidge and Jerry?
What's your name, dude? Willis E. Davidge.
Another thing that always sticks in my mind about this movie is the sound of Jerry's voice. Lou Gossett Jr. plays the part of the Drac perfectly, but it's the added touch of the sound of the voice that makes it really memorable.
Have one.
Word has it that there's no special audio effects going on for that sound, it's just a trick the actor was able to do. Food.
Zirky.
And when he sings his wee prayer, it is awesome. The moment does become a wee bit cheesy, but if you're on board at this point, it is nice. And that's the thing with this movie, if you just get on board right from the start and allow yourself to just enjoy the cheesy goodness that's on offer, moments like this will feel more worthwhile. And that leads us nicely into the second half of the movie that I'm not going to talk about. But I will say this, I think you really need to be on board from the first half of the movie and store up that enjoyment to nourish yourself for the voyage that is the second half, because you're going to get to a point in the movie where the story, let's just say, changes, and you might be like everybody else out there and say,
No. Thank you. Goodbye.
it's weird how I feel about this movie. I really do love the first half, but at the same time, I understand why people don't like the second half and where the story goes, but it really doesn't bother me that much.
You've got to be joking.
Really, it doesn't.
If I was joking, I would say a rabbi, a priest, and a minister
There's
walking.
also a few added bonuses, like an appearance for that guy from Tango and Cash,
You fucking wanker!
several terrible fake beards and bad wigs on Dennis Quaid, and some great over-death acting. And again. And again. All three of these deaths are overacting at its finest. Well played, guys. So let's wrap this bad boy up. Enemy Mine is not as bad as people would have you believe. Kinda. Yes, I understand, and funnily enough agree with the army of people out there that say it is a bad movie and that it makes some weird story choices, because it is. And it does, but it's also, dare I say,
There.
a really good movie because, like I said, if you just get on board and go along with it, it does have some good stuff buried deep within, like gold to be found, and a mine, an enemy mine.
Oh, God, that's awful.
Give it a try, just in case you like it. You never know. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and there's great chemistry between the actors, and it's probably just as well because it's... You might find that you'll enjoy these scenes and find that they're more worthwhile. That's the worst take ever. Give it a try, you might like it.